Welcome to our first video for Number Talks. This video is going to focus on addition strategy making tens. The reason being we're starting making tens is the foundational skill of being able to recognize what values come together to make 10 and actually what values can be taken apart to make 10 are very important when we think about number sense. And not just working with addition problems, but we're also working with multiplication, also working with division, and also working with subtraction. So that's why we're starting. As you look at these three problems, it's in your best interest to pull out your learning opportunity from Tuesday night and also be able to look at that to see, if you can't learn from how you solve the problem and then how I'm going to be explaining these problems. So if we look at the first problem, you could add 7 gain 8 is 15, 15 gain 4 is 19, 19 gain 3 is 22, 22 gain 5 is 27, 27 gain 2 is 29, 29 gain 6 is 35, 35 gain 2 is 37, 37 gain 3 is 40. That's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just not the addition strategy making tens. If we want to make tens, we're actually going to think to ourselves, okay, what values can we bring together that make 10? And it doesn't have to just be two values. It can be more than two. So if we say, well, we know that 7 and 3 together make 10. We know that 8 and 2 together make 10. We know that 4 and 6 together make 10. But this is interesting. Wait a second. We also have 5, but we also know 2 and 3 are also 5. So 5 and 5 also make 10. We could have said 5 and 2 is 7 and 3 is 10. We could have said 3 and 2 is 5 and 5 is 10. Obviously different combinations. So when we're all said and done, we have 4 tens, which is the same as 40. We come down to the next problem. We say we could add 6 and 8 is 14, 14 and 4 is 18, 18 and 3 is 21, 21 and 7 is 28. That's not wrong, but again, that's not making tens. If we're making tens, we're actually going to notice that 6 and 4 gives a value of 10. 8, well, wait a second, 8 plus 3, that's not 10. So if I look at 7 and 3, that gives me a value of 10. So I'm actually left with two tens, but the 8 wasn't able to merge with anything to make 10. So I'm left with two tens and 8, which gives us a total of 28. When we come down to the decomposing, what we're actually looking at is the idea that 23 can also be written in other ways. I mean, we can also think about the substitution property when we think about this. So the idea is that we know that 9 and 1, wait a second, what if we looked at that 3 and 23 and we said, well, we know that 1 plus 2 plus 20 is the same as 23. The reason I broke it down that way is because I'm looking at the fact that 9 gain 1 is 10, 10 gain 20 gain 2, so that gives us a total of 32. Now, that's not the only way to do making 10 there. I know some people look at it and actually will say, well, I would actually break it down, and this is still technically making 10, where you actually allow it just to pull out, you just pull out the 1, and you keep the 22 as a whole number. You don't break it all the way down in an expanded form. So you're saying that 9 gain 1 is 10, then you know that 10 gain 22 is also 32. So that's another way that we could look at that option. Okay? Thank you.